How to fix Fortnite high ping issues. After the recent update, players have been facing issues with the ping. So first and foremost, what do you have to do in order to fix this problem? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to right click on this network over here, and I'm going to open network and internet settings, and I'm going to go to change adapter options, and over here, whichever connection you're using, right click on this, go to properties, and once this small window comes up, go to configure, then go to advanced, and this window will come up. The first and foremost thing, go to the speed and duplex. By default, it may be on auto negotiation. Put it to 100 megabytes per second full duplex. Make sure this is selected. Once it is done, scroll up. You have to go to power saving mode. This should be disabled. Once it is done, scroll up again. IP version 4 checksum offload. Make sure this is RNTX enabled. Then click on energy efficient Ethernet, make sure this is disabled. And lastly, you have to come to maximum number of RSS queues. Click here and choose the highest value possible. Once it is done, click on OK. Next step that you can try is go to the search bar and type in CMD, right click and run as administrator. Over here, we're going to type command, which is ipconfig/flush DNS and press enter. Once it's shown successful, simply close the CMD. Third step, I would recommend you to use a wired connection. It may be pretty obvious that you would need a wired connection for better bandwidth or better ping, but generally people ignore it and they play on Wi-Fi, simply just switching on their hotspot and playing the game and complaining that why their ping is very high. So that may be the reason. I would recommend you to use a better cable. Let's, for example, you have taken the internet for internet service provider and they have given you a cable with a RJ45 jack. As you can see, it should be coming up on your screen. This is how it looks, but I would recommend you to get a better one. You will see a difference in your performance of the ping. It won't cost a lot, so I would highly recommend you to get a better wire in case you're having just the old one or the one which is provided by your ISP. Fourth step, I would recommend you to not use any kind of proxy or VPN service. Many players use VPN service in order to lower their ping, and there are a lot of VPNs around which claim to do so, but Epic doesn't allow it, and probably there's a risk of getting your account banned. And for that, I have made a lot of videos on it, explained you why you should not use VPN while playing the game. So my recommendation would be to not to use any kind of VPN or proxy service to try to lower your ping. Fourth step, what you're going to do is we're going to change our DNS server manually. So you're going to click on the network icon and open network and internet settings. Go to change adapter options, right click on the Ethernet you're using, go to properties, and here you're going to click on internet protocol version 4 TCP/IP version 4, go to properties. So the DNS address has been obtained automatically. We're going to choose the following DNS server. So generally people use the Google DNS server, but my recommendation, you try to use the Cloudflare DNS server, which is a bit more stable as compared to the Google DNS server, but obviously it's all up to the region you're staying. But I would highly recommend you to use the Cloudflare DNS server first, which is 111111001. So this is the Cloudflare DNS server. Once you do this, simply click on OK. But if this doesn't give you any kind of improvement in the performance of the ping, then you can go back or divert to the Google DNS server, which is 88888844. So this is the Google's public DNS server. You can use both of them, but I would highly recommend you to use the Cloudflare DNS server first because that is a bit more stable compared to this one. Once it is done, simply click on OK. Fifth step, which you can do is you can try enabling QoS in your router. So what is this QoS? Basically, it's called as quality of service. And quick disclaimer here that not every router has this functionality of enabling QoS. So I would highly recommend you to do some research on whether your router is capable enough in order to enable QoS. Basically, what it will do is it will actually prioritize applications and control the traffic to ensure performance. So for example, let's say you're playing Fortnite and there are a lot of other applications running behind. Let's say using Discord, let's say using Steam, let's say any other application which is taking some bandwidth. So it will prioritize that application which you want it to prioritize. So it will prioritize that application more. In our case, we want it on Fortnite, and it will ensure that the connection is fast, that is the internet traffic of a specific device, so that we get the faster bandwidth, and it will reduce the packet loss. So it helps a lot if you're facing packet loss. You can try enabling QoS if you have in your router, and it is very difficult to tell you certain steps on how to enable it because every different router is made in a different way. So for this, you would need to take help from where you have got the router. If let's say your router is provided by your ISP, you can contact their technical support team. They will help you out in order to enable QoS and tell you the procedure, because exact steps can be different for different devices. So if your router has this capability, I would highly recommend you to enable QoS in your router. So now we're in the game, and over here, I'm going to go to the settings, go to the game option, and as you can see, the matchmaking region is on auto. But I would highly recommend you to put it on the region which is showing the lowest number. Now you may say that auto and the Middle East are showing the same number, but you have to put it on the region which is showing the number as the lowest one, except the auto. So if I had lower in Asia, so I would have put it on Asia, but right now it's on Middle East. So I can play on Middle East on 90 ms, and this is an average, so probably I'm gonna get like around 80 or 75. So don't put it on matchmaking region as auto, put it on the region that you play on and on where the server is near to you. Another important thing, if let's say you have launched Fortnite just now and you play the very first match or the very second match, for the first 2 matches you're gonna get a little bit of higher ping compared to the matches you're gonna play next. Make sure you keep that in mind, that if you're playing Fortnite and starting it for the very first time, for the first 1 or 2 matches you're gonna get a little bit of higher ping, and after that your ping would automatically adjust and come to a bit of a lower value. That will be the video. Try all these steps. Do put down in the comment section whether your ping reduced or not, of what you're currently getting and what you got after implementing the step. If you're still having the issue, let's say on any other console, do put down in the comment section. I'll try to help you out as fast as possible. That'll be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.